Today, a new round of immigration raids began in Minneapolis, targeting the largest Somali population in this country. And breaking now, Donald Trump is doubling down on his racist attacks against Somali immigrants. Take a listen.
Somalia is considered by many to be the worst country on earth. I don't know. I haven't been there. I won't be there anytime soon, I hope. But what Somalia, what the Somalian people have done to Minnesota is not even believable. It's not even believable. And a lot of it starts with the governor. A lot of it starts with Barack Hussein Obama, because that's when people started coming in.
Simone, could you give us a little history lesson? Maybe give this for the president so he understands Somalians and their presence in Minnesota.
As today and even yesterday when the president first started talking in a very derogatory way about Somali immigrants and Somali Americans, he said, "I've been told," which lets me know that someone is feeding the president this racist, dehumanizing information. But they didn't tell the whole story. The president is clearly unaware that in 1991, Somalia experienced a civil war. And it was that triggered the first wave of Somali refugees coming to, being displaced. Hundreds of thousands of people were displaced. They were fleeing persecution, famine, a collapsing government. It was terrible. And you know why Minnesota is one of the places that actually outside of East Africa, they have the largest Somali population, is because Minnesota was a perfect state, frankly, because of the infrastructure, the social services. The Lutherans and Catholic Charities were actually very instrumental in ensuring that refugees came to a place where they would be successful. And Minnesota was that place. The president obviously doesn't understand that the Somali immigrants in Minnesota, the people who came through the program, they came through a legal U.S. admissions refugee program. And so when he is talking of in a very racist is the only way to describe it, racist and dehumanizing way about an entire demographic of people, he is talking about teachers, healthcare workers, people's friends, families, and neighbors, members of Congress. Right. The derogatory way in which he continues to speak about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar should prompt every single member of the United States Congress, Democrat or Republican, to stand up and say, I just can't get with the racism. That's the very least they could do, regardless if you think you agree with Congresswoman Ilhan Omar or not. What he is doing is racist and is dangerous. He is putting a target on the back of these folks, and he is using the full weight of the federal government to do so. That's what ICE is doing up in Minnesota this week.
Let's take a listen to what Congresswoman Omar had to say earlier today on MS Now.
He's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. Most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming. And we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
She gets the conflation right, that this is not about legality. No. It's not about crime. It never has been. It is about xenophobia and racism.
It is about people who don't look like him, who don't come from where he comes, and does not see the country the way he sees it. This is the president who referred to people on the African continent as coming from S-hole countries. So, racism becomes him. This is where we are. And the more Americans come to understand that this president is a reflection of us to the rest of the world, all right? He is our president, duly elected by the people of this country. Whether you agree or disagree, we know what the process is. You have to understand when he speaks like that, what it says about us, not just about him. And so I disassociate myself with those remarks. They do not become me. They do not become members of my family. And Mr. President, you should know better.
But he don't.
But he don't.